Today, we're looking at a quiet revolution happening right under big tech's nose. AI generated code is flooding the Linux kernel. Governments are breaking away from Microsoft, and the result is a world where it's actually harder for bad actors to hide anything in your operating system. This is digital sovereignty, and it's accelerating. Over the past year, Linux creator Linus Torvalds has been sounding the alarm. Kernel patches are getting bigger, faster, and more automated thanks to AI. Developers can now generate massive code changes in minutes, changes that used to take days or weeks. And that creates a new problem. How do you review all the code? How do you make sure nothing malicious is hidden inside the clean fit patch or a retractor that looks harmless? Because if AI can generate good code, AI can generate possible bad code. Now, here's where the story flips. Around the world, governments are ditching Microsoft Windows and building their own sovereign Linux distributions. France, Germany, Denmark, India, Brazil, Turkey, all creating their own audited, controlled, independent, tested Linux systems. And this changes everything because unlike Windows, a closed source black box sovereign Linux distro don't trust upstream blindly. They freeze the kernel version, they audit it, they test it, they backport only the patches that they approve, and they reject anything that looks suspicious. This turns government Linux teams into watchdogs, not just for themselves, but for the entire Linux ecosystem. When a sovereign OS team sees a questionable patch, maybe it's too big, too weird, or too AI generated, they don't just ignore it, they report it upstream. And when the National Cybersecurity Agency says, hey, this patch is looking off, kernel maintainers listen. The creator of global early warning systems, government audits the code, experts review the code, the community inspects the code, everything is transparent. Compare that to Windows, where updates arrive as sealed packages and nobody outside Microsoft can verify what's inside. Linux becomes harder to here's the big picture. AI may be generating more code than ever, but sovereign Linux teams are filtering it harder than ever. Governments breaking away from Microsoft isn't just about cost or politics. It's about control. It's about visibility. It's about security. And it's about making sure no bad actors, human or AI, can slip something into the kernel without the world noticing. This is how digital sovereignty works. You own the stack. You own the audit code. You decide what runs on your machine. And for the first time in decades, the balance of power is shifting away from the big tech and back toward the people who actually use the technology. AI may be rewriting the furniture of software, but sovereign Linux is rewriting the rules of trust. Stay sharp, stay sovereign, and keep your kernel clean.